So 3 months ago, I took burning fat to the next level. I dropped a pot of boiling water and burned my leg, and it was the most traumatizing moment I've had in a long time. I don't think I need to explain why something like that can be traumatizing to anyone, especially when I had to travel and be on stage not long after, but some people found it sick, found it shocking and disturbing that someone like me who motivate others can have insecurities. You know, at your lowest moment, anyone can have doubts about themselves, they have thoughts about themselves, they become conscious, insecure, and that's just being a human being. It took me at least 3 weeks to feel better about my legs because it was painful for 3 weeks. So obviously, I'm gonna be reminded about my leg because it was painful. So it takes time for anyone to recover. Like, it's insane that people think that I'm just out here to impress people all the time and I can't have a moment for myself. So anyways, I thought I'll give you guys an update about my scar and also my injury. It has been 3 months, and also to give you guys a little bit of information on how to treat a burn. I'm not an expert here, but this is what I've done and this is what I've researched when I got myself burned. And also what supplies you need. You know, there's so many like different kind of ointments or bandages or even tapes, and how much it costs, and also whether it can ever recover from a burn scar. Okay, let's start with the before and after. So I think I've showed you guys these photos in my first video. Here's how my leg looked like in the first 8 days. And also I took a photo of my leg almost every day since then, and this is how my leg look like right now. Ta-da! So I still have my bandage on today because the weather is really dry here and gets really red and flaky. Alright. Oh, damn it. It looks pretty okay. It always looks better when I first take it out because it's more moisturized and it's not as red, but it will turn red very soon after. So this is how it looks like right now. It still has a lot of healing to do. I mean, 3 months is a really short time to heal from a 2nd to 3rd degree burn. Like some spots were 3rd degree burn, which is why it is still like really deep in, you know, color, like the red spots over here. My skin is pretty much healed, but it is still really sensitive. I get rashes very easily and my skin rip very easily too. Like if I accidentally put a tape on it, it would just like rip off the skin a little. So I still have to be super careful with my burn area. But that's it. And also I can't go under the sun right now in summer in Australia, which is super frustrating because the sun is gonna cause more scar on my leg. So let me summarize what you should do when you or someone else in your home gets a burn. First, stay calm and run cool water over the burn area for 20 minutes. Not cold water, not icy water, just cold, just like nice and cold. And don't do what I did. I applied aloe vera on my burn straight away. Apparently that causes scars, so I don't know how true that is, but you know, don't do that because that's gonna cause a lot of stingy pain, like it stings. So just make sure you run it over cool water for 20 minutes. Just don't panic like I did because I freaked out so bad when I saw my skin rip off my leg. It's actually the most important step because that prevents the blisters from forming, and also it prevents it from burning you deeper. And the second step is to get your ass to the emergency room, which I didn't do as well because that was insane. It was 2 AM in the morning. Adrian actually went to the pharmacy to get some supplies to help with my burn, and we were thinking of seeing the GP next day, so we stayed in. I was in a lot of pain. I couldn't sleep, and I took 2 painkillers before I went to bed and slept pretty well. Other than the fact that when I woke up, I started crying because I was like, oh my god, I'm still in shock, I burned my leg. And the final step is to see your family doctor and get a prescription for silver cream. So that is a medical grade antibacterial cream that people apply on their 2nd or 3rd degree burn. And that's gonna help to prevent infection and also to heal the burn. You don't need gels or aloe vera gels. All you need right now is some silver cream and some bandages. So in terms of aftercare, for the first week, I started off with cleaning my wounds with saline solution and gauzes. I'll then cover it up with silver cream, and I'm using a cream here just for this clip so it's not actual silver cream. I then put on a piece of this absorbent dressing, which is really amazing to promote healing. I had to use 3 each time, and boy, they really do add up in cost. Next step was to lay out these wound pads to cover it all up and tape it all together. This was probably the most difficult thing for me because I tried so many brands of these pads to find the most comfortable ones that wouldn't move as much, and also needed to find a tape that actually could last for the whole day. Trust me, it's not fun having your bandage fall apart in public, or rubbing on your wounds, or needing to change them in public. And the final step is to get a good comfy crepe bandage and use a good tape to hold it all together. So that was the supplies I used in the first month. And the aftercare beyond that, I was using this little cream. This is only 5 ml. It is called Stratamed. I got this in a pharmacy for 36 bucks. This little cream, and this only lasts for about 10 applications because my burn surface is really large. So yeah, this is gonna really heal up the wound area so well because it's kind of like creating a little film around it, so it prevents it from getting infected and helping it to form the skin nicely. So it helps to prevent keloids and all of that apparently. So after I got this, I found out that I could get it a little bit cheaper online, so I got a larger one. This is 50 gram for 90 bucks or something. So it is still expensive, but it's healing up my leg really well. And I really swear by this cream because I was using this for about 3 weeks and I stopped it to use vitamin E oil. And that was the biggest mistake ever because I started getting lots of rashes because of the vitamin E oil. And I also tried aloe vera gel earlier on and I got more blisters because of it. So you know what? Apparently this cream is the best for me. So I know you can use aloe vera gel or vitamin E or other kind of oils, but it didn't work for me because my burn was quite deep. It was 2nd to 3rd degree burn. And my skin was just really sensitive and thin at that point. So anything I applied on it just caused more blisters, more rashes. And my dermatologist told me that I should lay off those creams and just use Stratamed or Strataderm. Started using Strataderm for the last couple of weeks, and this is to just help with the scar, not really to heal the wounds anymore. I actually don't like it as much as Stratamed for some reason because it makes my skin a little bit red. So I went back on Stratamed again and it just calms my skin down a lot. So yeah, I guess that's what I'm doing right now. I think you should only use aloe vera gel for like 1st degree burn. But for my case, which is quite deep, you gotta wait until your skin is fully healed, like really healed. Not just a little bit healed. Like my skin was completely healed when I tried those things, but it was just too much for my skin. I was just irritating for my skin. So I can't even use it now. Like I'm using vitamin E cream sometimes, but vitamin E cream, not vitamin E oil. I can't use too much of it because if I use too much of it, I'll get rashes. So I'll just apply it like just a little bit just to moisturize it, and that's fine. Now let's talk about the costs. I looked over all my receipts and I spent over $1,000 on my supplies. I know that's a lot of money, and that's because I was not very wise in spending them wisely. I panicked and went to a pharmacy nearby and just bought everything in that pharmacy for the first 1.5 weeks, and that cost a lot of money. And that's because I had to travel on that week, which is why I had to buy everything in, I don't know, a week worth of supplies. But then I went online and found out that all these bandages are so much cheaper online. Like they were literally less than half the price I've been paying at a pharmacy. So yeah, definitely recommend guys to do your research online because you can definitely get it a lot cheaper online. Other than these supplies, I also tried red light and yellow light LED therapy. I did that in my 2nd month and it did not hurt at all. It is just to help to promote the healing. I don't have proof that it really works. I did do about 4 sessions and these things takes a long time for it to work. So, you know, I don't know, man. So that brings me to where I am today. So I'm gonna try to heal my leg as much as possible. I'm not obsessed about the scar anymore. Like, I've learned to accept it. I mean, I've accepted it. This is my leg. I'm planning to go through a laser treatment. I haven't done it yet, and I'm also just generally really curious about what, you know, new technologies can do. You know, like 4 months ago, I didn't know anything that I know today. But I want to keep exploring. It is a journey for me. I want to know it myself. I'm curious myself to see how my leg would look like in 6 months time. I'm gonna be doing a laser treatment. I've done a little patch test 2 weeks ago and it was not painful at all. So I'm thinking of doing it next month in the new year and just see how it goes. And I'll definitely update you guys about the treatment, because if anyone ever go through anything with, say, acne scarring or any sort of scarring, this could be quite helpful. Yeah, I'm really excited, to be honest. So that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment down below on your journey on how to heal a burn. My experience might not help others. A lot of people ask me to use aloe vera gel and help tremendously with their burn, but it made it worse for me. So everyone's different, and yeah, just leave me a comment down below. I think that's it. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.